Meteorologist Chris Boone.
So for now, the winter weather is just off towards the northern parts of the country. Again, that's where we're starting to see those coldest temperatures. That's going to start its march further towards the south through the plains. It's going to be working in towards the northern parts of Texas as we get in towards next week. So otherwise, we'll see fairly quiet and warmer conditions. Again, for the weekend, still got a few more days before that cold air really makes its way in towards our area. Again, well off towards the north, in towards the northern plains, as well as for the northern Rockies as well. Here in Texas, not a whole lot of activity. We did see some of that cloud coverage starting to kind of increase from the south and from the west. So some of the southwesterly winds warming things up as well as bringing in that moisture. So expect those cloudy conditions to kind of build as we go through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. So again, looking at more cloudy skies compared to the clear skies that we saw the past couple of days, though it didn't keep those temperatures that much cooler despite the cloud coverage. Still warmed up into the low 60s, pretty close to average. In fact, it's very seasonal. We'll see that warming trend continue at least for one more day. Again, getting back into these mid 60s for tomorrow before we see the much colder air make its arrival. Right now, temperatures into downtown San Angelo already back down into the mid 40s, 46 degrees, those dew points into the low 30s, and the winds still out of the south. Again, that's been bringing that moisture into the area, cloud coverage as well as the warmer temperatures, but not nearly as breezy as kind of expected. Could still see some gusts through the overnight hours and throughout the day for tomorrow. 40s for the majority of the Concho Valley. Again, 46 degrees in Robert Lee, same with Coleman at 46, 45 for Menard, Brady, as well as Eden. So again, a lot of people into those mid 40s as we continue into the evening time frame. Those temperatures not going to drop a whole lot more. We're only going to be getting down into the low 40s, so a little bit warmer, and that's going to be thanks to the winds as well as that increased cloud coverage. We'll continue to see those clouds moving in from the south and from the west. Again, could still see a random gust of about 20 miles per hour through the overnight hours. As we kind of get into tomorrow, we'll see those winds pick up just a tad bit, still out of the southwest. But again, it will be a little bit on the warmer side into the mid 60s, top out at 66 for tomorrow afternoon. Here in San Angelo, and that cloud coverage expected to kind of build as we go throughout the day. That's going to continue at least until we get in towards Sunday. That's when we'll see that cold front make its arrival. So winds staying out of the southwest for your Saturday. As we go in towards Sunday, that's when we start to see those winds die back down, turn more out of the north. That's going to usher in some much colder temperatures as that cold front kind of starts to make its way in towards our area. We'll see those cooler temperatures for the afternoon highs as well. And again, those winds out of the north, so keeping things a bit on the cooler side. It's also going to clear out those clouds across the area as well. So again, that's going to be making its arrival on Sunday. And then with it, we'll see those colder temperatures kind of working its way in towards northern parts of the state. So that pushes in towards our area on Sunday, and then it kind of stalls out right along the central parts of the state, right here in the Concho Valley as well. So we'll see those temperatures right around the 40-degree mark. So during the overnight hours, easily could be dropping back to below freezing. During the afternoon, barely getting above freezing into the 40s. So those temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark. That's the cold air that we're going to have in place for next week. That increases the possibility of some of that freezing precipitation. And again, it really won't be until later in the week that we finally start to see a pretty significant warm-up. The second part that we're looking at is the moisture. It's going to be coming in more from the southwest. It kind of runs into that cold air right around Monday. So again, we have that cold air sinking in from the north. That moisture moves in from the south. It'll bring some warming with it. And once those two collide, well, that's where you start to get that chance for some wintry precip. So you get that moisture really kind of setting up over much of the state of Texas. The showers becoming a lot more widespread as we go in towards Tuesday. Could see some very isolated showers on Monday as well as the chance for some wintry precip, but by Tuesday it becomes a lot more widespread. Again, with those temperatures right around that freezing mark in towards the northern parts of the state and that moisture kind of coming in from the south, we'll see Tuesday be the first of 2 rounds. Again, we'll see another setup for us on Wednesday, and we're going to be watching for those overnight lows as well as those early morning temperatures when we get below freezing, the possibility of seeing any freezing rain or sleet. Otherwise, by the afternoon hours, we start to see this transition to a little bit more of an all-rain event as temperatures get back above freezing. As we go in towards your Thursday, again, that system will push off towards the east. We'll start to clear things out fairly significantly. So again, your winter weather for next week, possibility, again, the chance for some ice going to be further towards the our northern counties, closer towards Interstate 20, could be seeing some ice accumulation. And we're going to be watching for those overnight as well as those early mornings for the highest risk. Then Tuesday and Wednesday look to be the biggest chance as well as biggest concern return with the chance for some of that freezing precip. So again, keep it here for any developments in the forecast as we get a little bit closer and see those models kind of really come into a better agreement. Warm conditions for the weekend. Take advantage of those next couple of days as we get in towards the beginning of next week. Temperatures drop down into the 40s with both Tuesday as well as Wednesday offering the chance at some wintry precip making its return to the Concho Valley.